Hello everyone, another homework problem from 7.2, estimating a population mean. In this problem, what we're going to do is determine the sample size. And there's two uh, scenarios in this. One is that we're going to use the range rule of thumb to estimate uh, our standard deviation. And then the other one is where we're given our standard deviation. Well, the first thing that I like to do is to go through my problem, get my information, write out my formula, structure everything, and that way I'm not trying to consistently pull from all the words up here. The pulse rates of 175 randomly selected adult males vary from a low of 36 beats per minute to a high of 100 beats per minute. Find the minimum sample size required to estimate the mean pulse rate of males. Use a 95% confidence level for the sample mean to be within 4 beats per minute of the population mean. So, again, this is simply using our margin of error formula. And in this, what do I already have within that problem? Well, I know I need to find this. I don't know this. My margin of error is what I know. I know N. N equals 175. I know E. E equals 4 beats per minute. My confidence level is 0.95. So what do I know? I know my alpha is 0.05. So for alpha divided by 2, that is going to be, and I mess up on my zeros on these, so I'll try to type them in, 0.05 divided by 2. Okay. And this is what I'm looking up, 0.025. I'm going to use symmetry with it because remember, this is a probability that's going to give me a negative score. I am interested in only the right tail, so I want a positive z-score, or I could just look up on my table and find the z-score, the critical value for a 95% confidence level. But what I know is that my z-score is going to be 1.96. And for my standard deviation, this one wants me to use the range rule of thumb. So I know that that is just going to be the difference between my max and my min of what I'm looking at. And what I'm looking at with these is a low of 36 beats per minute and a high of 100 beats per minute. And you divide it by 4. 100 minus 36. 16. So I have z sub alpha divided by 2, I have my standard deviation, and I have E. I have everything that I need to be able to solve. N equals 1.96 times 16 divided by 4. Alright, so whenever we're looking at finding a sample space, anytime I have anything, any decimal point following the whole number, I round up. So I end up with 61.4656. So 61.4, that's really all I need to see. So therefore I round up 62. Error on the side of caution. So using the range rule of thumb, I need to have a sample size of 62 people. Now assume that from a prior study we have this information. Okay. all we do, we've already calculated our z-score, so now it is just a matter of using our formula. We have all the information. Then I need, so 1.96 times 11.8. That's my standard deviation for B. Margin of error is still the same. .96 times 11.8 divided by 4. Everything squared. I end up with 33.4. So I round up 34. So it's going to be the main thing probably there. By the time you get to working these problems, you should be comfortable and familiar with the formulas, identifying the key information that you need, and your formula will tell you everything that you need to do. Finding critical values, you should be adept at that. So really the tricky part of it here is making sure that you round up any decimal. See, that's even less than 5, but it doesn't matter. We're going to account for that 4/10 by just rounding up and making it 62. Error on the side of caution. Okay, guys, please watch the publisher's videos. Critically think and structure your homework. Reason through what you're doing. Ask yourself questions. And good luck on completing the homework for 7-2.